And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
280. 46. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Good job right there.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
14, fight it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Easy.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
11. Five. Right there. 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Here's Love. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 15 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
They're following the touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 58 yards, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bravo!
At the 34-yard line.
56. Hey, check. Come on, now. Check safety.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Smooth. Check. Check hot route.
Here's Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw, Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Barber. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Hey, box truck.
From the red zone now, Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 bud. Say. Monday. 11. Hey, exit. 54. General Woods. Check. Crunch. Play.
Love. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Couple. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? One day. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Check nickel. Kill. Check 26. Check
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch twitch. Watch the drill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
You got it. You got it. 11Z. Recon, 132 fighter.
A shotgun snap for Love. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Luck now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Locke. He finds his target. It's Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. You.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come on. Mike 5-4. Blue down. On.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 3rd and 2, Luck. It's caught, Nelson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing his Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
36. Check 13. Motion. Check 3.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This one fielded at the 5. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second and 11 now. Wilson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Get him, you got it. Got to go, in and out, let's go. 46, boys, 46. 46, shot. Mike, 46. Mike, 46.
On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Kill. 19. Kill. 46 to Mike. 46. Let's go, D. Let's go. Watch twist.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Chance. 49 the mic.
Hey, check. 61, matchbox lights.
Alert 3.
11.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Ready.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
No cash. Record.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mike, 46.
No, 14.
46. You.
12.
Hey, check 24.
Throwing on third and long. Wilson being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I got him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Blue draw quarters.
Mike, 5-4.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Strong right.
From his end zone, Luck on third and long. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They run it with Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Switch. Joker, 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 Joker. Rush in, rush in.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
What? Super team.
46 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
On third down, Wilson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Here's Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
You got time right there. Shit. Deuce. Reggie.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now
Monday. On.
Go ahead. Check 99.
Hey, check.
Tighten up. Hatchet. Check 31.
11Z.
They snap it to Locke. He's got Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Check.
Strong right.
Check motion, 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 motion.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check back, check back. 49, 49's the mic, 49's the mic. I'm coming.
Hey, check.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Alpha.
From just shy of midfield, Luck, he completes it to Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Luck now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
49's the mic, 49's the mic. Squeeze, double. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 49.
Reggie.
Now Luck. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Hey, Haywood. On.
Shit, watch the shit.
From the gun, here's Luck. And a catch right side by Evans. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Keep playing.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Watch twist.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie. 11.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Coaching spill.
Throwing now. Luck. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Right, 622.
Right, 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Shift. Hey.
Let's go, Mexico.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 14. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Tampa Bay, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.